Welcome back. Masters Darts here on ESPN, and the third quarter-final is about to get underway.
Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's play darts. A man they call over the top. Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Winstanley. He's fast, he's furious, he's the tycoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony West.
So we've already seen one former master make his way through to the semi-finals. Can the only other man left in the draw to have lifted the World Masters title join Martin Adams in the last four? Tony West, the number 7 seed, is up against Dean Winstanley. Absolute revelation on the BDO Tour, the number 2 seed.
A lot of Tonys, isn't there, when you think about it? But that tattoo, he went out this morning, or this afternoon, wandering around Hull, and they had to go and find him because he didn't realise, he thought it was 5 o'clock.
Drag him back from his stroll, just to get him to come and play. So which Dean Winstanley has turned up this afternoon? Needs to improve on his performance yesterday, that's for sure.
Yeah. And Tony West, if he can keep his performance up as he was against Mr. Kist, he'll take some beating.
60.
It was a fabulous last 16 match against the Dutchman. Went all the way to the final leg of the 5th set. 3 ton-plus checkouts for Tony West, and Kist himself hit the 170. Some cracking darts on show, and already Winstanley finding his form around that treble 20 bed.
The other thing is as well, he's not as fast as Kist.
140.
Isn't Winstanley. So it just might, you know, I mean, he likes a fast player, does Tony.
45.
Yeah, Dean's not a slouch, that's for sure, but he's not as fast as the Dutchman.
50.
And Tony, as you rightly point out, Mr. Green, does prefer an opponent to get on with it. Winstanley though has come out a different man on this Sunday afternoon.
60. Dean, you've acquired 36.
So 180s, left him double 18.
Game shot the first leg. Dean Winstanley.
Good start, 12 dart finish. 12 dart finish. These are practice starts. He started the leg.
These two met only once before, you know, and I was having a chat to them They were telling me all about it in the quarterfinals of the Czech Open last year, which
100.
Dean took 4-3, and both averaging over 110 for the match. And both rather confident that they could produce a 110 average here this afternoon as well. I hope they're right.
Yeah, it was late on the scene. There's Dean
100.
from Doncaster. Dennis Priestley from Donny.
45.
Well, Dennis Priestley, proud Yorkshireman. He'd, I'm sure, approve of the stage setting here at the World Masters this year. Very much men's colours, aren't they?
140. 65. Dean, you require 161.
West is down to 170 if he gets a chance here. And he might not, you know. Treble 17 for Dean. Would have left him the ball. Little grimace.
137. Tony, you require 170.
Couldn't get any higher on the finish. Won't be this time. I think he scored.
94. Dean, you require 24.
Set point.
Double 12. Bingo.
Game shot in the first set. Dean Winstanley. Second set, first leg, Tony 2, throw first. Game on.
And that is a very tidy first set indeed from Dean Winstanley. Not giving
82.
his opponent a sniff. He'll be happy with that.
$100.
He started very well indeed as Dean Winstanley. Can he keep that average up, that 110 average? I wonder, Tony.
70.
Well, he was down in the 70s yesterday when he played in his last match. So it's a different Winstanley we're seeing here.
100.
Could it be Winstanley?
99. 59.
Right, finally, Tony West gets a 180 on the board.
We've got a lot to cheer here. The maximums that's coming over here today.
58. Tony requires 70.
This is one of those legs that will cheer Tony West up. Double ace
Games on the first leg.
for a
Tony
14
West.
dart leg. Very
Second
nice.
leg, Dean to throw first. Game on.
Holds his throw with consummate ease.
140. 95.
Lakeside runner-up, of course. Dean Winstanley. A month later, went to the Dutch Open, was runner-up there as well.
140.
Losing to Martin Adams, went to the British Pentathlon in the summer, was runner-up there, and Martin Adams beat him on that occasion. He would dearly love the opportunity to
59.
get back at Martin Adams this weekend, Tony.
Well, that's the hat trick.
$135.
He doesn't go over at all.
It's not easy.
100. Dean, you require
He's
86.
on for an 11 dart leg here. Doesn't have to check out on the bullseye, of course.
68 left.
So treble 20, double 4 is what he was aiming for. Single 8 will leave him
46.
his favourite double top.
$96. Dean, you require 40.
Double top. Awkward now. Not to move.
No score.
Oh,
Tony, you
oh.
require 151.
Straight line.
Might be made to pay here. Treble 17 would have left double top, and West
91.
would have taken
Dean,
the
you
set.
require 40.
But Winstanley back to level at 1 apiece here. That's 4 he's now missed at double top. Not his favourite here, double 10. That'll do
Game
though.
from the second leg. Dean Winstanley, third leg Tony throwing first.
If you notice, Hugh Ware, our referee, very quick to get the words Tony throwing first in after he's called the leg. He knows that West is going to get a bit of a rapid move on. There is young Hugh, 17 years of age.
Great. Just think I was his age when I first started on the
140.
stage. 28 years ago.
49.
Do you want to recount?
I never was good at figures. No, it's great to see these youngsters as well.
59.
Looking at referees rather than playing a game. I do both, believe it or not.
100.
Absolutely. There's many a darts player walking around with empty pockets after challenging you for a match, Tony.
You've heard then. Why do you fancy again?
85.
Can't afford it.
$100.
Well, only 100 there for Tony West. Dean Winstanley can put his third 180 in here. Or even a 140. He's going to make life a little uncomfortable.
100.
For West,
Tony
only 100 himself.
57.
But he's going to come back for this 117 Winstanley.
Trouble 19 coming up. Oh, he went for 50.
125. Dean, you require 117.
32 left. I'll watch double he likes.
Single 17 for double top. He's had enough practice in the previous leg. And
97.
practice still not making
Tony
perfect.
required 32.
West will now step in for the set himself, and
Game
he's
from
taken
the second
it.
set. Tony West. Third set, first leg, Dean to throw first. Game on.
Very exciting.
That new tattoo just below his right ear.
There
100.
is his little boy's initials.
It's an odd day to go and get a new
81.
tattoo though before you play in the quarterfinals of the World Masters. Maybe he's thinking of the premise, no pain, no gain.
99.
Yeah, should have been here at 2 o'clock for line-up.
I think almost the start of a new tattoo for Dean Winstanley there. Is Tony having to just check himself.
60. 140.
Yeah, very consistent.
The only
These
thing,
high scores.
56.
about to say, Tony, the only thing letting Dean Winstanley down at the moment is his doubles percentages. West has had 2 darts at double, hit them both, and Dean only on a 30% success rate.
We had no finish on this
58.
one. 162.
$98. Dean, you acquire 104.
18s. Or 20, well, that's 84 left. Surprise there. We've gone for treble
56.
18, left 50. Could have gone then for 18 or double 16.
I get the feeling he was trying for a treble 20 to go 4 tops,
96.
and leaving himself
Dean, you
at double
acquire
top.
48.
Yeah, prefers double top. Double 10.
Game shot in the first leg. Dean Winstanley.
He
Second
knows
leg,
best.
Tony to throw first.
Dean's brother
Game on.
gives him a round of applause. He might like that double top, but he's not hitting it much, is he? 7 attempts
60.
at it, and so far failed to penetrate the wires.
See, everybody goes for double 16 because if you go inside the wire and it's 16, you've still got the 8s just above it.
100.
Save you changing your eye line. But, like I said, I know what they hit best.
41. 61.
Still getting the best of order from the first dart thrown.
140.
Smattering of applause for the 140.
95.
Chance now for Westy.
Does he want the opportunity though? So really good
100.
last start.
It was. Picked the spot and hit it. Big one to go, Adam.
100. Tony Okwai, 160.
But it's a nice one for a big finish if you can find the treble with your first dart. Often it's easy to follow it in and you don't have to
60.
adjust much for the double top.
Dean
But
Okwai, 145.
West going off the boil a bit again. 145 for Dean. Still on. Treble 15. Leaves double top. He hasn't hit it yet.
105.
Oh, that's 8. Goes to the
Tony
double top
Okwai,
now. Still
100.
can't get it.
Good effort though. 15. Double top coming in for West.
60.
They don't like it.
Dean Okwai, 40.
For the set. In
Games
she
from the
goes.
third set.
And
Dean
eventually the
Winstanley.
practice does pay
Fourth
off.
set, first leg, Tony 2, throw first. Game on.
And a nod and a shake. And an over-the-top celebration. So, Team Winstanley almost in the semi-final. Our final quarter coming up next. Ross Montgomery, Scotland's sole survivor, against St Helens' Stevie Bunting.
140.
It's going to be a good match, that, young Stevie.
Desperate to win the Masters. He's desperate to
43.
head to the Lakeside in January, as we will be doing on ESPN, of course.
He took out Robbie Savage in the last match.
100.
What, for a curry after the match?
No.
Or Robbie Green, the man with slightly less hair than the
128.
former Derby County midfielder.
A little bit bigger.
I'm sure Robbie Savage will be delighted you've just compared him to Robbie Green, though. He'll be tweeting about that later.
60. $100.
It's a good one.
100. Tony
puts
Okwai,
pressure
90.
On West for this one. Single 20.
Just got to make sure of one dart at the double, and he has done.
The ball.
65. Dean Okwai, 101.
Checks the score again. Fairly straightforward for him. Here's with that dart. Single one. Double top.
61.
Once again,
Tony Okwai, 25.
it's not his best mate this afternoon.
Double 8.
Awkward.
That's the
Game
one.
shot the first leg. Tony West.
Kicks him there.
Second leg, Dean 2, throw first. Game on.
All that room at the top of the bed there, and he slots it into the bottom corner.
125.
Getting the pace now, is Westy.
140.
Yeah, he won't be overly unhappy with some of his play. Just occasionally he's switched off, and that's why he's
100.
lost a couple of legs with the throw. Dean is still giving him the chances here. 5 out of 15 on his doubles attempts.
57.
Only 33%.
Yeah, making him move across, try and get it underneath.
58. $100.
Nothing to separate him here.
It's a much better live for
45.
Dean Winstanley, but no joke, only 45. And now this is an opportunity for West, especially if he fills the bed. Oh, unlucky.
121.
In the one, I think it was.
Magic moments now for West. 83, 16, double 9 with a treble, and he's got it.
The fourth set. Tony West
makes it all square. What a finish!
Win the set without reply there, Tony West.
Dean to throw first. Game on.
Unsurprisingly, we head into the final set. Another very tight match here in these quarterfinals.
100.
Winstanley's got the scoring power, Tony. Just has to sharpen up those doubles, you feel, at this stage, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's now getting into the pace.
140.
This latter stage, he's found his rhythm. He shook Winstanley up.
85.
Not a very nice picture.
22.
Not at all. To let off the number 2 seed. Straight in. With a great 177 there.
And that's the way to punish your opponent. That's a low score.
97. Dean, you acquire 139.
It was a bit brutal, wasn't it? He's got the 6 darts, of course, on 139. 79, 77 scored. Treble 10, maybe?
87.
Yeah, would have left a double. Double 16 he would have wanted.
100. Dean, you acquire
He'll
52.
go 12 tops from here, though. He just gets the 12. And makes no mistake with double top for
Dean
once.
Winstanley. Second leg Tony throwing
Very
first.
tidy.
Okay, this is the one you've got to win.
121.
Good recovery from that first dart. He needed that.
He meant those second and third darts, didn't he, though? A lot of force behind them.
60.
Rhythmic. Rhythmic. You could feel that going in there, and so could the crowd. 80 banners have been up and down
80.
like a yo-yo.
Can he follow it up with back-to-back 180s, I wonder? He still can, you know. Oh,
140.
in a way, not a bad deflection. He should be shooting for double top next time around. At Winstanley is a mile behind. It's like he's on the other side of the Humber in this leg.
60.
Double top.
Take us all the way.
40.
Plenty of time at the moment, but I know this man gets a couple in that treble 20 is deadly.
140.
There they
Tony
are.
acquired 20.
Double 10.
Game shot
Question
the
was
second
asked.
leg.
Tony West answered it. We're going up to the ball
Ladies and
again.
gentlemen, with the score at 2 sets all and 1 leg all, there'll now be another ball off to see who throws first in the deciding leg. It's going to be Dean to first for the ball.
As Hugh Ware says, another bull off here.
It's good though, this.
That's
Brilliant.
just outside
That's
the 25.
not so good though. Tony West will fancy his chances here. Straight, dead, centre. No!
That's further outside.
Oh dear!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Third and final leg. Dean to throw first.
His dad was
Game
above,
on.
you know, he's just trying to get underneath it. Pulled it too low, but advantage, Winstanley.
Although in the last match, of course, Scott Waits lost the bull up and still went on to complete victory.
135.
So we'll see if the advantage pays this time for Dean Winstanley. Brilliant
144.
second and third dart there from Tony West, just to keep pace.
1 point separates them after the first 2 throws.
$100.
That's okay. Unless West can get a ton 40, he can't. And oh
59.
dear, there's a little slip.
It's the first one. That's punished. It's punished it. What a good leg. One to take the match. 1-2-6 left. 3-dart outshot.
98.
With all the
Dean
brutality of a
126.
Roman tossing a Christian to the Lions, Winstanley with a 140 to punish. Can he take this out? He wants bullseye for the match. Oh, unlucky.
94.
But how kind has it fallen? Double 16 when he comes back.
That comes Westy. He'll be on a finish.
145.
Went for the ball,
Dean
but there it is.
32.
Could be all over. Double 16. 1 to go. Match point.
16
Oh,
scores.
still in his Westy. Here's a chance.
Tony Uruguay 65.
Current Welsh master, the 2003 World Master for the semi-finals, has 2 darts at double top. Double 19. Oh
46.
dear, it's all
Dean
gone west
Uruguay
for Tony.
16.
Oh, look. Can't believe it. He's back in with a chance. It's
Game
there.
shut out the match. Dean
Yes, a great match. The crowd out here thoroughly enjoyed that one. Doncaster's Winstanley, he's through. But what a cracker, Dave.
Fantastic, brilliant match. Winstanley got away with it, and he's through the number 2 seed.
Tension, drama. It's Dean Winstanley who moves through into the semi-finals. Don't forget he was the lakeside runner-up at the beginning of this year. A World Championship at a Masters Championship final in a calendar year would be good.